What is your name and what position are you in?
So my name is Andrew Hartman, and I am the president and CEO of the Hartman Independent Company. And it's great to have you guys here.
What do you love about your job?
So I love about my job is that every day is different. There's no day that is just the same. You know, when you read stories about business, you read about factories where it's like the same thing over and over and over and over. I think that would drive me absolutely crazy. So I love the fact that every day there's a new something. There's a new person to meet. There's a new business to learn about. There's a new product that we can learn about. And that gets me super excited.
What advice would you give a student interested in this career?
If I was going to give advice, first, read a ton of books about everything. Don't just read books about fun, princesses and dragons. Read about history. Read about the history of how our country was built. Read about how the businesses that are all around us are built. So read a lot. I would also say you've got to make sure that you have to like people. Remember the answer to my earlier one? You have to like people, because businesses are three things. They're people, they're the products that they make or that they sell, and then there's the process by which all of the business operates. But if you don't have the people, you just can't run the business. So you have to like people.
How long have you been in this position or industry?
All right, so we talked earlier about how it's a family business, right? So when you're born into a family business, a lot of times from little, you start doing stuff. So when I was your age, I knew about the business and I knew about things that my dad did, and I would actually ask him to go to work and things like that. I started actually working for the business when I was 14. The summer I was 14, I was in high school. I started fixing nail guns. You're going to get to see those later, but I got to start fixing nail guns. And from 14 until now, so I'm 43, so do the math, that's 29 years. For the last 29 years, I have been working in this company in some way or another, whether it's fixing tools, working in the warehouse, driving trucks, doing a number of different things. I have been here for 29 years. So.
What do you like least about your job and why?
All right, what do I like least about my job? There are very few things that I don't like about this job. Very, very few things. So that's a hard question. The thing I like least is that in any job of leadership, anytime you're leading a group of people, there are moments when you have to help people try to become the best that they can be. And sometimes people just can't do that, right? We don't always hit home runs. And so sometimes that means you have to make hard decisions and you have to tell people that they may not be the right fit for this business. I really don't like doing that. I get sick to my stomach. I have like sweat, and it's just not a nice feeling. So I really don't like that part of it. But here's the flip side of that, because I like to spin things to the positive. I love it when people respond to that, because that's what we're all trying to do. We need people who are going to say, you can do better, and then we do better.
How do you use math and reading in your daily work?
I use math and reading all the time. Math because we sell things, so we're constantly doing math about what did we buy this for? What do we want to sell it for? The difference, by the way, is called margin, and that's calculated on a percentage. Have you guys studied percentages yet?
I don't think so.
No, so you will, but all the time. As far as reading, if you don't know how to read, email is a very hard way to communicate. Reading, emails, how everybody communicates. But beyond that, there are so many great ideas. People write articles, people write books, and so you've got to be able to read. I'm reading all the time.
What do you think is your greatest strength?
My greatest strength. I can tell you what I want my greatest strength to be. I don't think we ever achieve in those things. We're always trying to get better at everything. I think my greatest strength is that and the one that I want, is to be somebody that listens to people, sees them for where they are, and then shows them that I care about them. If I can do that, then it doesn't, the rest of the stuff that I deal with doesn't matter. If I can show people that I care about them, and I think I'm pretty good at it, but I think I can also get a lot better at it, that would make me extremely happy in running my business.
What type of education or experience is necessary for this kind of work?
You saved a good one to the end, huh? So I'm a firm believer that college is not for everybody. But that being said, college is extremely important in this type of a situation, in this type of a role, because you have to prove that you know how to learn. College is not necessarily, and again, this is just me talking, college isn't necessarily about what you learn, it's about proving that you can learn. So when I look at people that come into our company, I don't care what they went to college for. I just want to see, did they do it? Did they persevere? Did they fight through all the hard stuff? And did they actually show that they did it? If they can do that, then that means they can learn anything.
Thank you for your time and answering our questions.
You are very welcome. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for asking good questions. And we'll do one of these. Boom.